How's it? Sean from Combat Simulations. Welcome to the Soviet campaign. First scenario. Okay, it's Red Hammer. Is the campaign's name. Scenario's name. Alright, so before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. It's free. And leave comments and suggestions. And watch my videos. Helps me out a lot. Alright, so the first scenario of the Soviet campaign. Red Hammer. Alright, so best played as Soviet player. Date 23rd of July 1989. Time day 3 plus 10 hours. Okay. Location near the town of I can't pronounce that, West Germany. Weather is clear, visibility all fog burned off, and there are no clouds in the sky. For 3 days now, NATO forces have been on the defensive. They've fought better than expected and have not broken. There have been several battles where Soviet firepower has shattered NATO forces, but the same is true for some of our own forces. The time has come to release the Red Hammer. The operation is intended to break through to the Rhine River. NATO reserves and reinforcements have been diverted to other parts of the front. The area is the boundary of what remains of the 1st Belgian Corps and the 3rd West German Corps. Okay, it's time to swing the Red Hammer and end this war. So we're up against the Germans. Okay, what's our mission briefing? NATO forces have been battered but are holding. With this scenario in mind, Stavka has held the 57th Guards Tank Regiment in strategic reserve. It is now time for the unit to attack. Our overall objective is to reach the Rhine River. Mission: we are to advance to the vicinity of Melsungen and through the road junction at Dutant. We are to take and hold Dute. I can't pronounce that. In addition to our primary objective, we are to destroy any and all West German forces we encounter. Friendly forces, we got the 57th Tank Regiment of the 8th Guards Army. Intelligence shows that only West German territorial units are in this area. It is true then, if that's true, then the breakthrough should be easy. We have no reserves. All our forces are present. Okay. Let's look at the campaign history. So basically what I've written here, they repeat here. And yeah, we're starting our first scenario. It's a nice little chronicle of our campaign. Alright, so we need a decisive success of 70% to get a decisive success. And the contested battles between 38 and 50. So anything above that we need to get. NATO holds all the forces. Looks like West German. And yeah, let me just give you an idea. There's the map. I'll put the spaghetti on. Oh, we've got so many objective hexes to get. Yes, it's mind-blowing. It's a lot. It's a lot. Usually you get a couple and they're clumped in one area or one or two. Now we've got the whole map is... let me give you an idea. He hasn't got much forces. We've got 13,399 worth of victory points in units. And he only has 3,500. So he's got a small force. So there's 800 there. There's 900 there. There's 800 there. There's 800 there. There's 800 there. There's, I think this is 950 there. 950 there. 900 there. 800. 800 there. 800 there. There's 1,000 there. There's 1,000. You can see all the thousands of victory points, hexes we got to concentrate on. So we got a fair sized force, but it was quite a mission to try and figure out, what's important to take and what's not important, because he's probably got, I mean, if you look here, let's look at the intel. He hasn't got a large force, but this whole area is covered. I mean, he's not like parking down here. I mean, he's covered this whole area. So we're right here. We're on the tip. We're going to roll right into him. So that's why that sort of helped me make my plan, because I wasn't sure, how to tackle this, because there's so many objectives. So let me just go to the order of battle. Okay, so what do we have? What's our core forces? All right, let's just see what we received. Okay, so we have really a tank guards regiment, all right, and these guards regiments carry tanks. And they also carry an infantry company, a mechanized infantry company. That's what the thing with the Soviets. They mix and match. So with NATO, usually just you don't get infantry companies mixed with tank companies. You might get them in like a regiment might have a section of tanks, but within these sections, these regiments, the Soviets will they'll throw infantry and they'll throw uh, artillery and everything. So they mix and match. So and even got an anti-air there. This Gladify. These things. I think this is the one I was. That and the Gopher. These things. Hey, 42,000 meters. That's 42 kilometers. These things can fire. This is anti-air. This stuff is deadly to NATO's air. This Gladify, and it travels along with. It's like a tail, like a scorpion tail. There with a sting at the back there, and it travels behind the Soviets. I tell you, this thing. Hey, you got aircraft in the sky. You must shiver and howl and hide. This thing, I tell you, I played a lot. I played many a battle against this thing. Hey, Gladifiers and the Gophers, and you got a tungstens. Hey, those things. Those other things, they're little. I can't remember what they're called now. They're little anti. That's nothing. We don't have any in this scenario. If I could, I'd show it to you. I can't remember the name for it. Spartan. I don't know. It's not a Spartan. I can't remember. But it's like an infantry SAM guy. It's like the NATO's got them sometimes. Those are nothing. These things. Anyway, we have these T-80s with 72 points. They've got the tube-fired launched missile. The tube, it comes out of the tube. So either fires the projectile or the missile. And it's an AT-11 sniper. This thing is a 10 hexes, 5 kilometers, and then their main gun. So we've got these mainly. This is all the T-80 BVs. So what? That's the tank lot, and they all come in these big amounts like 13 and 10 and whatever. So we've got this tank regiment. That's what's been given to us, and they've all got their one little infantry with them there at the back, and that comprises of like 3 of them. So there's 3. How can I say? These would be you got brigades, regiments, companies, battalions. Maybe a battalion. They call this thing a battalion, an equivalent. So we got 3 of those. Okay, under an HQ. And then we got the motorized guards regiment. Now this is infantry. So this is if you look at the guys, yeah, there they are. They come in 23s. NATO with their little 8s and 6s. These guys, quiet man. They got bulk. They carry everything in their regiments. Everything. They got mechanized rifle coming out of their asses. They got gremlins. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And they got all this type of stuff, anti-tank stuff there. They get a ton of BMPs and BRDs and these BMPs. So they carry a lot of bulk, staying power. They can push through. So we got a regiment of them, and they got they carry also Gladifiers and scouts, and also a section of tanks comes with them as well. Like just a small section of these little T-80 B1s, and they're pretty much the same. They've got, but they don't have, this one doesn't have the tube launcher like the BVs, but it's a T-80. It's got a main gun and everything. It's a little bit less in value like the BV, but it doesn't have the. But you notice all the Soviet tanks got no thermal imaging, nothing, not even their infantry. None of them has got thermal imaging. Nobody's got thermal imaging. Long range infrared sights, stadia coincidence, optical thing, but they got no. Nobody's got any. There is Soviet units that do have. I know this for a fact. There are Soviet units that do have. I think the Hind might have thermal imaging. Some of them, 1 or 2 of them do, but the bulk of them don't have anything. All right, so yeah. So then we got that infantry regiment, and then there's our big boy Red Hammer, and we got some rags. RAGs. These are these Grovidas, big 15,000 meters. Yeah, and we've got some of them at the back. Now, if you look at also the Soviet headquarter ranges, I mean, even they carry these huge ranges. Even their basic leadership, from their, I mean, you look at that. That's some of them is just huge. I mean, if you look at their ranges that they can, and that's not a good example, but basically a lot of their command ranges are huge. I mean, it's huge. This is just like, yeah. And even their tank ranges are pretty large too. I mean, that's huge for just a small regiment. I mean, of tanks and whatever. This is no, you don't see this on NATO. So you can deploy the HQ way back, and then you can make sure that you're pretty assured that they'll be in command. All right, that's our order of battle. That's our we've got that. That's actually all our core forces. Okay, so what have I actually done? Yeah, so basically I just used the Soviet strategy of punch and go, because I mean they're going to take a hammering, obviously. So I've sent one, you see the spaghetti here, I've sent one sort of regiment, this little tank regiment here, and I think he's got some infantry. Is it that one? Yeah, and I think, yeah, I think he's got some infantry as well. He's got some infantry to secure this area. Right, so that's what I've done. This one little tank regiment. I've sent the rest of the tank and another. I think it's these guys here, of these tank guys. Let me take the A out because I've just got so much going. I've sent one tank regiment here with their little infantry here to hold there, not go any further, and one to take here. I've sent to hold this area here, the junction, and one to take here. I've sent the infantry, one of the infantry right to the back, and I've sent this, and also one tank regiment to go down this road. Why is he going on that side like that? To go down this road and then take this area. Why is he doing that? There's somebody there that's going on the side of the road, and I didn't. You got to just. I try to keep them so they're in this gully here. I don't know who it is now. Anyway, we'll see as we go, as it's going around here and how it goes. But I've sent one regiment to go in here and to take this from here, because I didn't want to put it over here because it stacks up heavy here. I mean, you don't have much room here. Check here. I mean, if you look here, it's just grass and whatever. And I'll take this off. There's not much road space here. And you don't want to try and stack this. Because remember here, if you look closer, all these bridges are blown. So it's really made it hard for me. All these bridges are blown. So the great news is that the AI builds bridges. If you say, okay, I want to go over there, what will happen is he'll come in and he'll start building the bridge if he can't get over. And then you'll see all these little bridges here, and then he'll go across. So he does that automatically. It's not you don't have to manually tell him build the bridge, which is nice. If he gets stuck here, he builds the bridge if his tanks can't go over. So all these bridges are blown. I mean, he's blown all these bridges. So we're going to have to climb over these rivers or build bridges over there. And you don't want big stacking. So that's why I stopped them. I put one here to secure this. I've sent one company down here to secure these X's here. And they're all going. I've sent tanks in there, infantry in there. They're just going to hold that area. That's all. There's nothing. And then I've sent infantry, mechanized infantry from these guys. From this motorized rifle regiment or whatever. I've sent one of them into the back here to grab these X's. And this lot is bypassing this X. They're not going in there. They're going all the way around to grab all these X's. Because remember something, he hasn't got much. He's got 3.5. He's got to cover this area with 3,500 troops. I mean, that's nothing. He hasn't got much. He's got that's 1-0 here, 1-0 there. So he's not covering everything. He's covering maybe the front here, a bit about here, and a bit about there. But there's probably nothing in the back here. He hasn't got enough bulk. He's got no troops. So I'm sending this whole regiment into the back here to occupy these X's. And the one coming down this gully is going to take this X and sit here. Sit here and hold it. so we get some bulk on the hexes, because we earn. Remember that the victory points things you don't. I mean, you can occupy this victory point with one scout, but if the battle ends and he's got about 10 tanks around there, you're going to lose that victory point. So it doesn't help just occupying the victory point. You're going to lose it because it's influence based. So these victory points are like 12 X's. So if you need to put bulk on them if you want to keep them. Because if he's got more units around there, he claims that victory point. So it doesn't help just occupying them. You need to have the bulk around you. So it's no use occupying, then moving on down here. Then he comes and puts one scout here or whatever, and it's within 12, and he grabs those victory points. You got to bulk. You got to hold. You got to put some bulk. So one lot's grabbing there, one lot's grabbing these, one lot, and one's coming into the back here to grab those. All right, that's just to make a whole long story shorter. And then I've got our HQ. There's our red hammer. He's just gonna park off there, and that's it. That's my plan. It's bash and go. So we're gonna just keep bashing it. We're gonna take tons of Soviets are the hammer horses. They're gonna take a ton of hammering and losses. But that's the nature of our game. All right. So the electronic hindrance, warfare hindrance is high. We are sitting at it's a movie. With the Soviets, it's movie time. You just give your orders and you just hope you gave the right ones. 30 minutes. Whereas these are 21 minutes. We have 154 orders per hour, which is because I've given all these orders out. And it is 10 o'clock, July the 23rd. It's an 8-hour scenario, and it's a great day. The day is clear. The visuals are 5,750 meters. That's 5.5 kilometers. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. I hope I covered everything. All right, let's fight. Let's just see. oh. Oh. Yeah, there they are. There's the start. And I've delayed all these times here. So you see these guys are still waiting. I gave them 5-minute delays here. So they don't all pile up like a big traffic jam. I've even delayed these guys that are coming second. And these O's here. I've delayed certain O's. Because we've got narrow little road to go down. Can't just... Okay. Yeah, 20 minutes. Not used to. I'm so used to playing NATO these days. Not used to the waiting 20 minutes for an order. It usually comes quick. Yeah, there's the bulk of everybody. But some of my scouts ran away here somewhere. I thought they did. I'm gonna bomb here. Yeah, bad weather favors us. Good weather doesn't. What's shooting here? Yeah, we start. Yeah, the murder starts. Boom, boom. 3 BVs gone. I'm gonna bomb this over here. Still 13 minutes to go. You can't change orders. He's doing quite well. These guys I haven't come across. Hey, stop! See how deadly this is. Brilliant. Hey, I got that. Thanks, I got a bit of retribution there. The Soviets, I don't seem to get so, because I know they're gonna take a smashing. Yeah. Their units are gonna be pumped. That's why they have the numbers. He's got us on the road there. I think the Germans have got these Jaguars. Ah, man. It's death on wheels, those things. The key with the Soviets is to mass your tanks and don't spread them out. Mass them, because then they all got the firepower together. Then you overwhelm him. Yeah, it's to bring firepower. Don't spread your tanks. Put one tank there, one tank there. Put them all close together, because they all support each other and they can all shoot at the same time. Otherwise, your tanks get picked off big time. How's it going down here? Are we getting somewhere? Alright, they're still traveling along here. These guys are bypassing all of this, you know, because and going into the back. Yeah, it's got a little force down here. He's shooting at me here. Finally, I get some chance. Okay, let's look at all of this. Okay, everything looks good over here. Yeah, I don't want to shoot artillery. He hasn't shot. I've kept him on call because he's moving. You know, he's moving. And you don't know where he's going to go. I think I'm going to shoot, but I just want to check how many orders do we have. Okay, we've got 16. We've got enough. You going on that hill, great. I'm happy about that. And you just carrying on straight. You going into that X there. And that's the command thing. Okay, that's the infantry. Just want to make sure I get everything in. Okay, where's your... Okay, you're going there. And you're on this side. Okay, that's why I brought the HQs up. Okay. Why are you... Oh, this is the recon guy. That's right. These, you don't need this. This is the recon guys. Okay, good. I want you to carry on going in here. I want you to move deliberately in there. Yeah, no. And you can go on screen. Carry on. And where's your other recon guy? And I want you to move deliberately into that X and go on screen. Yeah, I want you moving. I want you to help out with the Soviets here. And then this guy is going to go on the hill and just guard this hill. He's just going to stay here, this guy here. Yeah, you stopped. I don't know why you stopped. I want you to move deliberately. Boom, boom. And go into that X. Go. And go on screen. Help me out here. Give me some vision. And there's another oak. There's two of you, eh? And I want you to carry on, go down there. And then there and there. Yeah. And give me some vision. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Don't stop the train. These guys are still climbing. They're still going to get on this hill here. And he's still going on there. I want him to grab that 7 tanks. And he's just going to park off there and hold. Hold the left flank. And then we climb on those hills. And this lot is... Now this, I just want to check where you O's are going. Oh, those are the HQs, right? And you're going down the side. I've sent one of these regiments down here to just sit there and occupy that. Okay, I think I'm going to shoot with some artillery. I'm going to shoot a... Now, they don't have... I'm going to shoot a 1 and a 2. Now I've got to be careful here. I think I'm not going to shoot, because the minute these guys, if I shoot these guys up and I start to, and then the artillery hits me, so I'm going to keep this on call because it's just a little. But I'm going to blow this guy here. I'm going to neutralize this guy. 1, 2. This HQ over there. I'm going to throw over there, and I think I'm going to throw one more there. I'm also going to neutralize just one there, and this other one, I'm going to. Where's the? I'm going to delete that waypoint. So I'm just going to shoot the 2, 1 each over there. Get him quick. Just one on there. Boom. All right, I think that's it. Let's play the movie. I think I covered everything. I think I'm happy so far. Shit, what's good? What's dying here? Yeah, this is artillery. There we go. It's got quite a force down here. Where's he going down here? Now you can cover this little ridge to these guys. I'm firing all at once, one shot, so I hope I can get him all there. And another one, please. Yeah. I don't know what they are. I think might be artillery, and then shoot again. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now he'll move. He'll be too quick. We're still 28 minutes to our orders. Can you believe it? Yeah. Okay, great. Movement delay means we can get over here, I hope. It's just time involved. So he catch me in a bloody stack when he bombs me. How's it going over here? How many have we killed? 578, he's 601. He would kill more than us. It's NATO here. I don't want to even look down here because I'm so worried about this bloody movement delay, and there's not much I can do here. What the hell was that? He's bloody blown the bridges too. Still there's movement delay down there. Yes. There's no bloody bridges, man. Eesh. I need a bomb on this bridge here. See, we got them clumped up, the Soviets. They all shoot. They all got a chance to shoot, so you get something back for it. Okay, so we got to cross the road. That's important. Got to cross the bridge. Okay, so I'm gonna bomb this area because he's in combat, so it'll delay him. We just need to get across this road, yeah. How's these guys going? They're still trying to cross the river, yeah. It's just shocking we can't get across these rivers. Eesh, painful, man. Stop. Hey, lucky. Sure. What's he got there? Close fights. So I put the soak on the hill here. Help me out here. Oh, nice bit going there. Okay, you're just gonna park on there. Something's still shooting at me, yeah, and I don't know what it is. It was a tank we killed there. What's shooting at me here? Yeah, in this area, I'm gonna blow ya. 5 minutes. They're on my side, yeah. So we're getting over that bridge, which is good. There's a whole bunch over here. Okay, so I need to bomb these areas here. I need to bomb something here. Neutralizing. 1, 2, and 3. Neutralize. I don't want to neutralize this because I'm going over here. Just look at the A's. Yeah, I'm going over there somehow, so I don't want to neutralize, but I'm not going down there. So I'm going to throw here. Neutralize. 1, 2, and 3. Right, let's just neutralize. He's going over there, so I'm going to throw one on there, and one there, and maybe one more there, because we're not going over that area. You see all these little bridges? See these little bridges? These weren't here before. Now the AI is smart. I didn't know this before that. I mean, I picked this up in other places. What he does is you don't need to tell him to build a bridge. If he comes there and he can't get across, he naturally just builds a bridge there. Look at those little bridges he's built here. I don't know if he's built any here. No, nothing. He might be still building there. And you see this tank here that came here. He couldn't cross this bridge, but he built the bridge there. You see that? Yeah, yeah. It's a lack of feature. It takes the macro management out of it. All right, are you guys still going? Yeah, everybody's still on their little route march. And then we bring in these guys down this gully into gonna occupy this. I don't want to shoot here now because these in the roads open. I might just miss something going there. Yeah. How much have we killed? 1, 3, and he's killed 1, 2. So it's not too bad considering we're the Hammer Boys. Still got this guy worrying us there. I'm going to keep him there on hold. And this one tank is moving in there. I don't know if he's going to be destroyed. But I got these tanks. I purposely brought this one regiment down here. Not part of this, down here. They'll shoot as they go past. And then attrit him there and then end up there and park off there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'll just leave it. I'm just worried about the stack here. You know, it's a worry. Because now of his artillery. But hey, let's just, you live and that's it. You just got to go. There's no other way to get going here. Okay, let's just hope he doesn't wipe out too many here. Oh, goodness gracious me. How many are you going to get? You bastard. Jeez, enough. Yeah, that's why you're on that hill. That's why you're on that hill, bro. I think these are these little Jaguars. These are the pain. These are. I think these are Jaguars. Yeah, keep going. Shoot. I don't know what those guys are. I think that's the part of the infantry regiment. When does my artillery shoot? Yeah, there, and then here. And then here, I want one on here. How many have we killed so far? 2, 1. And he's on 1-8. Yeah, what was that? $34 to our orders. Yeah, get all those infantry O's. I need to bomb this area. But, 30 minutes. Are we still getting anything down here? Okay, finally we got to cross. I think I built a bridge there. I'm going to change these orders here. Yeah, go another route. I came down this gully here, man. No. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. He's got nothing left. He hasn't. He really has nothing left, so let's just take it. Yeah, these X's, he had nothing left here, man. I was going to come in here and take... yes, I want to save it. Let's make it contain number 1. I'll take the tactical success. It's good. It's okay. Okay, so he had... I mean, basically, he kept those victory point locations. All right, fair enough. Oh, no, that was us. Okay, we play it too. So we got 9,000, he got 4,000. It's 1 of 5. Okay, good. Yeah, he kind of kept these. I mean, and then we got all of this because of our influence and all of this. And then he became combat ineffective. Yeah, we treated him down to combat ineffective. He only kept this X. This X. He's still got some infantry here, and a little bit there, and a little bit there. I mean, he's got those victory points because he's got the majority around here. But yeah, we would have had him here. We had him here. The only problem for me was this little stack here. I was hoping that I would be able to get these guys in here into the back here and around here, because I was going down there and then go down there. But tactical success is good. I'll take it. All right. So what's our um uh who's our biggest B, who's their MVP? 25. It looks like 25. So that's the 3rd of the 2nd 57th Guards. So it's the 57th Guards Regiment, the 3rd of the 2nd. Let's see if I can remember that. Third of the 2nd, 57th Guard in the 3rd of the 2nd of the 3rd. Is it that one? Let me just look here again. 3rd of the 2nd. Sorry, it's the 3rd of the 2nd. All right, let me have a look here. 3rd of the 2nd, 3rd of the 2nd, 3rd of the 2nd, 57th. This guy, yeah. All right, let's just check. Let's have a look. 3rd of the 2nd. Yeah, it's this guy, yeah. 57th. He's the guy that did the 9 tanks. 9 tanks. I wonder what tanks they were. And he did some decent work. He was the guy that was right leading our front. 26 tanks. I mean, it was this guy, yeah, that came up here initially, and he destroyed, I think, a lot of this. It was this part that I was going to put here, and I was going to put one and just sit here, just guard this, and then just stay here and send one regiment down there. And then I was going down here with this regiment. Only thing was the stacks were worrying me a little bit with the Soviets, especially when you don't have any bridges. Everything's blown up. See, he made a bridge there. See there? Like I told you, there was never a bridge there. So after like 30 minutes, he then made a bridge so he could get across. After all these bridges were blown up, I mean, and I think he made one here as well, this place. After all these bridges are blown up, it's difficult to get across and difficult not to have stacks here because of the bridges. Are you with me? I wonder what tanks he had. He didn't use them well. I wonder if they were leopards. Doesn't tell me. Might be able to find out. I'm just curious. We've got the intel of the enemy. We can look at these. Look at these templates. What was he carrying in terms of tanks? What was it? Was it the Leopard 1s? Because he had tanks here. Oh, yeah, these M48s. No, these are not quality stuff. Yeah, it's these things. These are nothing. Let's look again. I just want to see what their stats are. NATO tells you, yeah. Because we destroyed them so easily. I mean, we went through them like butter. It's this stuff. 5,000 meters. They got decent. Their protection is terrible. 14. If you look at the tanks, Soviets, and the Leopard 1s and 2s, they're in their 30s and 40s. 14. He's got some decent heat. No infrared. No, he really had nothing. We were lucky. He wasn't carrying any Abramses. I mean, if you look at these BVs, I mean, they're 35 protection. We were lucky. He had his tanks up front here. He didn't use them that well because they were right. I'm sure these were this right here. Instead of firing from cover, finding cover, and then shooting from long range, he came right into the open here. So we had mass tanks. He was yeah, but he didn't have good quality equipment. And you've got to remember that with Soviets, you want to pack your Soviets close. You want to keep them close. You don't want them spread apart because they get hammered. You've seen what the Abrams can do to 9, 10 tanks at a time from range. So you want them in close, and then you want them in short, right up on top of him. And you keep the tanks together when you assault so that they can all shoot. They can shoot at the same time. You concentrate them. You don't spread them around because they're just very vulnerable. They get blasted out. Yeah, all right. I think that's it. Yeah, that was an awesome little fight. I didn't expect it to enter early, but a tactical success will take. I mean, we did get most of the X's. We managed to get the victory points. We did a better kill ratio to his, but it's expected. I mean, we fight in NATO, yeah, and we're going to be attacking a lot. And we got 11 to his 6, which is a 64 tactical success. It's good enough. And we had 84% of his forces destroyed. And we finished in relatively good shape, and we need a refit with a short time to recover. 16 fallen out units. I think rates our performance competent professional. We'll take it. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Brilliant start to the first campaign for the Soviets. All right, Sean from Combat Simulations. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free, and also watch my video. Leave comments and suggestions. Watch my videos. I mean, it helps me a lot. It really is. I'm just starting my channel now, and I'm growing it. And I'm going to be playing. I'm finishing all the campaigns for this. Yeah, and then I'll probably go on to another simulation after this. But at the moment, I'm just concentrating on this, all the campaigns. So please, yeah, subscribe. Yeah, until our next Soviet campaign scenario. Good day on you.